Hey yo, Champions fam, it's Crown Era's very own The Bad Guy. Zeke 410 back with a brand new video. The Winter Madness month-long event is here. It is alive and well. The loots are all up and running, and now we are getting a taste of the very first Winter Madness Blitz and Winter Madness Blitz event. Now, this Blitz is going to be very interesting because you can only run one champion, and that is none other than the stamina monster himself, Acrobat Akira Tozawa. Versatile move sets, multiple trainer builds. I highly recommend investing in him, doing what you can. Whether you want to take him up to 4-star or not is all up to you. I personally am going to just go ahead and leave him at 3-star silver because he's doing enough damage for me. And it is actually a cakewalk of a blitz. There are 3 variations of this blitz. There's normal mode, hard mode, and hell mode. Now, if you are a 100-member roster, a faction. If you have 100 members on your faction roster, this is what all 100 members need to do to get this blitz done. All you got to do is run 8 runs of this blitz on hard mode. If all 100 members of a faction do 8 runs of the Gauntlet Blitz on hard, it is going to be easy to complete that blitz event so you can acquire envelopes that go towards the 21st of December that can be unlocked for special prizes and rewards alongside the gold boxes that are being given out. Because if you gain enough faction karma by then, you will be walking away with Acrobat X-Pac. And I think a lot of people are trying to get X-Pac. So do what you can. And remember, if you are a 100-member faction, if you have 100 members on your faction roster, get all 100 members to do 8 runs of the hard mode using none other than Akira Tozawa, and you will be able to get all the envelopes that go towards it, and you will rinse and repeat this once more if the Blitz returns later on in the month. Now, one cool thing that you might not have noticed on my first picture were keys. The rewards for this blitz are keys, and with these keys, you are going to be able to go ahead and pull brand new superstars, hopefully, or you're going to get a lot of shards that you can use in place of your actual color TP, and that's always cool. Or you might land a real solid fuse up. It all depends. But as you can see, I was actually able to pull someone brand new in Powerhouse Attitude Era, Triple H, the game. This is my very favorite version of the game in real life in wrestling WWE. I don't really hear much about them in Champions, but it's still great to acquire champions that you looked up to and you love in real life. So I'm grateful for at least getting him a brand new superstar because it was off a single key pull, and I'm very grateful for that. But like I said, keys are the reward. So if you are a new player and you're just getting in, you got lucky, you were able to acquire Naomi 3-star silver last month, and you are going ahead and you got yourself a 3-star silver Tozawa now. Go ahead and farm this out. You might get lucky. You might pull 3-star gold Slick Rick. You might pull 3-star gold Asuka because your roster might be that low. I'm wishing you nothing but the best, but it is worth it. It is really worth it. It's tedious, but it's legit a cakewalk. Personally, when it comes to this blitz, the most difficult opponents and when you're doing the hard mode runs, depending on where your Tozawa is honestly AJ Styles and Mr. Perfect. Those seem to be the two that give a lot of players in the community the most issue when doing this run. But even still, if you have enough props, you're going to be good. The only downside that I've seen from Tozawa is that he is very board dependent. So that is why I'm advising to bring props with you, and also just do what you got to do. Swap out those steel moves if you have to. Put those in if you got to. Run the multiplier gem setup. There's multiple ways to run Tozawa, and he's going to get the job done for you. So just go ahead and do what is right depending on the opponent that you are coming up against. Get those keys and get new superstars. And as you can see right here, just got completed a run on the blitz, and boom, the only person that you can use is Tozawa, and it's worth it. It really is worth it to have a chance to know that you could possibly get X-Pac, to know that you might get a chance to pull a boatload of diamonds for your 3-star goals to go to 4-star. You know, that's very clutch. It's worth the grind. It's worth doing 8 runs against 9 opponents. Get it in, get out. Followed by that, and this is the reason why I'm going to say this, get these blitzes out of the way now. Get it out of the way because The feud is coming, y'all. The feud is coming. And Tozawa is featured. You're going to be running a unique setup here because they want you to use Tozawa as an acrobat. You have the option of putting in a striker, a technician, a showboat, and a trickster. So be on the lookout, people. There's a lot of challenges ahead. I mean, you could run into next big thing, Brock Lesnar. You could run into Volkov. You could run into Balor Club. You could run into Stardust, as you can see. You could run into Mr. Perfect. You could run into Jey Uso, Showboats. You could run into Andre. You could run into Bobby Roode. Shoot. You could run into Rikishi. You could face off against Rikishi for the first time. And tricksters, oh dear God, Farouk, Cactus Jack, Undisputed Future Seth Rollins. Now, my whole thing is this. There is rumor and speculation that there will be a women's feud coming up later on in the month. That is a possibility. I don't know. I've heard it. I heard word through the grapevine on that. But keep on your P's and Q's because as you can see, we have a couple of the classes, but we're also missing the powerhouses. So will the powerhouses get a turn on this, or will they leave them out of it just because this is such an acrobat, fueled event with Tozawa being an acrobat and X-Pac being an acrobat? So what are your thoughts on that? So that's the video, y'all. Get your feud team together. Let your faction know if you're going to be able to feud or not. If you can, go all in, do what you can, because more than likely, we're going to have more opportunities at either gold boxes or envelopes, which is always clutch, or the Winter Madness insignias for milestones. So, things are looking up right now. So make sure to get your Tozawa the 3-star silver through his tour alone. Get him the 3-star silver. Knock out these blitzes. Get these keys. Get yourself a brand new superstar if possible, or a lot of great dupes and good fuse up shards if possible. And pick your poison, but the safest route for any faction is to get all members to do 8 runs of hard mode. And if you're under 100 members, then obviously you just double up. It isn't nothing difficult about that. Just double up on it, be in, be out, save yourself some health packs, and boom. And if you do have a 4-star Tozawa, then that definitely speeds things up. So get that out of the way. You can do that in your sleep. But know this, bad times don't last, but crown ones do. And always and forevermore, bad guys do too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Good feuding this weekend. Good pulling with those keys. Enjoy Tozawa. I pray that all of us can walk away with X-Pac, one variation or the other. So until next time, family first, royalty always. Crown era, baby. Peace.